as long as it lasts. I don't care about forever, 'cause sometimes forever is over so fast. Hush, hush, baby, come on. Here with me, I want for you to go. No need to worry, there is no hurry to stay. We'll take it slow. This feeling's
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the New York Knicks. For New York, you can't call this season a disaster for them in 11th place in the East. They're closer to the playoffs than they are to the cellar, although you wouldn't call it a success either. And on the floor tonight, we'll get to see one of the better shooters in the league, Danilo Gallinari, always a threat. He can light a team up when he gets hot. What do you guys like about Danilo's game?
Can I get some Italian music with this?
Okay.
Oh, mafia music. He has a great touch on all his shots, Ernie. Has the height to shoot over any and most of all small forwards. I like his game. Gallinari, he's definitely one of us.
Oh, you gonna keep the music going? Okay. Well, you know, he stepped up his game by making an effort. He really has the ability to get to the rim. Music is over. Thank you.
Kevin.
You gotta use it in this voice, Ernie. Say Kevin.
"2K Sports" checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan and our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. Taking a look at New York, they've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
You know, it's been a struggle on the road for this team, and they're beginning another road trip here tonight.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim. But he insists he's left-handed. He said, "I tried to shoot with my right hand, and it was pretty much the same, maybe worse. I'm going to stick with the left because I've been practicing that for a while." Kevin?
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. And Steve, when you're this deep into the season, what are the teams that know they're playoff bound doing to prepare for the playoffs, prepare for that offseason run?
Well, recently they've been resting a lot of players because they know they can sneak a few days in. And then a lot of times, you know, coaches, you know, kind of dabble with different combinations, different wrinkles, adding different things. So that's the luxury of having I would say, somewhat of a lead in the standings. You can tweak a little things and also run a little wrinkles to get a chance to get ready for postseason.
So the New York starting five, Beasley out there with Lee. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Moutier in at the one. They double him with Jordan. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. Finished off the break. Jordan's got the first points up on the board here for the Clippers.
Size and strength of DeAndre Jordan, brushing off the defender.
Beasley outside. Here's Kanter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession you won. These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
And the Knicks with possession. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And with your defense, one part's your ability, the other, though, is effort, and that one they showed neither.
Also, they were late with their rotations for most of the evening, gave up a lot of easy points.
And so it's New York with it after the Clippers pick up 2. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Cans it from downtown. Moutier's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Harris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Beasley outside. Loads it up for Beasley. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Attacking the rim, Tobias with a solid vertical to do this.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Moutier pass to Canner. To the inside, Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And slam dunk by Harris.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
Clippers have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Moutier with the rebound. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. To the inside. And there's Cantor on the assist for Moutier. Cantor's got 6 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Harris. Yes, that goes in.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
It's stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Harris.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Now here's Hardaway. Last game we saw him score 14.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work. Fantastic positioning on that offensive board. Then right back up.
Knicks trail by 5. Cantor with a screen on Rivers. They double him with Wallace. Lee kicks to Cantor. Over Jordan. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Even if you do come away with the win, you've made it a lot harder than it should have been. But that night, they just couldn't overcome it.
Here's Moutier after the Clippers pick up 2. Up top, Canner. He dishes it to Beasley. Poked away. The drive by Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Oh, no question he does. I just think he likes to keep the fans guessing.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Down low. Out to Lee. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Los Angeles leading by 8.
For DeAndre Jordan, he doesn't do a lot of things on the floor, but what he does do, he does extremely well, in my opinion. One of the best dunkers and finishers inside. He's also a fantastic rebounder on both ends.
And that one is good by Beasley.
The defense disrespected his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 10.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Moutier dishes to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. The drive by Jordan and the dunk by Jordan.
And as much as Jordan's game revolves around defense and rebounding, he can put up some numbers on the offensive end every now and then.
Knicks trail by 9. Here's Moutier. 20 points for him last game against Golden State. They double him with Jordan. On the wing, Hardaway. From deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Cantor. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the evening. You look back at the Clippers and what hurdles they've had to jump through, and they've faced a lot of bad luck over the last couple of years, especially with injuries.
You know, this team can't catch a break, and it always seems like it's when playoff time is around. Always, it seems like one of their key star players are missing in the postseason. It happens year after year. It stunts their title hopes.
And so it's New York with it. The Clippers getting the bucket. Beasley against Harris. And it's good, 2 points. And that's now 9 points for Beasley.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Knicks trail by 8 to the inside, and stolen by Harris. Hardaway against Wallace. Good, and Harris gets the assist. 7 points for Wallace.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And Tobias Harris, the former Tennessee Volunteer. You would think a player who has been so efficient, Steve, on offense his whole career wouldn't have bounced around as much as he has.
It is surprising how much he's changed teams. Always a factor on offense, and he doesn't need many touches. If I'm a coach, I love to have him as an option.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
A different look for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Wallace, and Teodosic subbed in for Rivers. The Knicks also changing it up. Thomas comes in for Courtney Lee, and Trey Burke subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. That one goes in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Double digits in the first quarter. The only thing they have to avoid is taking their foot off the gas.
Now here's Beasley. In the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely not himself. And slam dunk by Harris.
It can be deceiving. The quickness of Harris's first step, nice.
Knicks trail by 12. And here is Burke. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Golden State.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern-day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Cantor. Williams comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Ntilikina in for Hardaway. Williams' shot is off.
Nice move inside. Has the defender beat. Just fails to finish.
Burke kicks to O'Quinn. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Williams. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. Second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Williams. The former Sixth Man of the Year in 2015, Lou Williams can fill it up in a hurry.
Sweet Lou. I mean, he is a terrific shooter. He uses that fadeaway to create some space, and he has really become a master at getting himself to the free throw line. He excels in this role in terms of creating efficient offense off the bench.
And so he hits both. Knicks trail by 14. Burke kicks to O'Quinn. Here's Ntilikina. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
The dish to Thomas. Williams comes with a double team. Thomas, a screen on Williams. 5 on the clock. Poked loose. And now the Clippers on the break. And slam dunk by Harris.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
Here is Williams after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Teodosic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Knicks trail by 18. Here's Ntilikina. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already. And now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
For the Clippers, Marjanovic checked in for Jordan. Harrell comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Johnson in for Gallinari. Here's Ntilikina. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And it seems these players are getting more and more athletic, Steve. So much of that is modern conditioning, core strength, off-season workouts, things that probably didn't happen when you were playing, but just because of science have developed now. What did you do that helped you out the most, and maybe some things you wish you had done?
Well, you look at my body, Kevin. Yes, it didn't help me. I was this skinny rail guy. We had a bench press, and we squatted. But guys right now are having more talking about core strength, yoga, Pilates. I mean, they're doing so much that is totally different. I wish I would have been a guy who spent more time on his body versus my game, because it means a lot to be able to have that core strength. But I didn't think beach muscles, you really needed it to play the game of basketball. Guys right now, it's their entire body, and it's also their entire way they recover from the games of basketball. And I think that's what I wish I'd have worked on better.
That word you just said, recover. The recovery process, I think, is even more scientifically advanced now than it was when you played, correct?
Yes. Kevin, example for me, I just iced my knees. Guys now have hyperbaric chambers that they use, and a lot of guys have them in their homes.
Knicks trail by 19. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Five to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. Another shot. Thomas, good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside for Thomas. Off target from three-point range. Here's Harrell. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
They get a hand on it. Pass to Ntilikina. To the paint. They're running. Here's Johnson. Oh!
No, he didn't.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
And so it's New York with it after the Clippers pick up 2.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, Wes Johnson, the former 4th overall pick, has never lived up to that draft position. But he'll give you some solid minutes in short bursts.
And for Johnson, he does have great length, which is his biggest asset as a player. Steve, very disruptive on the defensive end with that reach.
Yeah, it helps him. I mean, the extra length helps him at the rim as well, offensively and defensively. Wingspan over 7 feet as a 6'7" player. That's nice.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Wesley Johnson is just a spectacular athlete. Has a lot of bounce in his step.
Thornwell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And both free throws good for Johnson.
Man, Doc Rivers has quite the resume as a player and as an NBA coach. Won a title with the Boston Celtics, also a former Coach of the Year.
Rebound by Williams. And for the Knicks, they're shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. To the left wing. The pass to O'Quinn. Just 5 to shoot. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So Johnson hits 2 of them. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Clippers ahead, running away with this one. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Austin Rivers, Father Doc, is the head coach, of course, of the Clippers, and he talked about what it's like to play for his dad.
And I think it's because we've always had that type of relationship where he's always kind of just been a father/coach. So now he's a coach at work and off the floor, he's a father.
Always an entertaining dynamic when you have a father coaching his son. We've seen it in college basketball a few times in the past, most recently at UCLA, but this This is a first in the NBA.
It looks like it doesn't make any difference in the case of Doc and Austin Rivers. He's just one of the Clippers, and Doc doesn't treat him any differently.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Johnson, Teodosic out there with Thornwell. Then there's Marjanovic, and Harrell's in at the 4. Now, here's O'Quinn. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. New York called for the foul. And with the zone defenses the league allows right now, motion offense really becoming a key to efficient scoring, it seems, Steve. Do you like that trend?
I do, because it's really hard. They're taking advantages of the rules. Zone defense is hard to be able to stop teams that really move and move without the basketball. I would love for the league to go back to where a guy can have just a touch or a balance of touching somebody, because being able to guard somebody without touching at all, that is very hard.
I think most players would agree with you.
You just want to be able to touch to get a little balance.
Sure. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Knicks shooting well, 50% from the floor. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ntilikina. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look, broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for New York.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
The Clipper shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Evan?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Pass to Marjanovic. No good, shot missing. So New York will take it the other way.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. You look at Teodosic, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
And Thornwell gets it to go.
I like to see that. Taking it up strong in traffic.
Pass to Ntilikina. Nobody near Williams. Williams missing again.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Surveying the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here. It shows with their turnover numbers. Check of the stats for Hardaway. His last 10 games, averaging 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Moutier passes to Lee. Kicks it to Beasley. And Johnson sends it back. And he recovers it. The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the first one drops. And pretty much every NBA player grew up playing multiple sports. Smitty, which other sports did you play as a kid growing up? And did you think maybe that would have helped you playing basketball later on?
You know, Kevin, I tried football, and it definitely helped me in basketball because I said, no, this is not for me. So let me put all my emphasis in basketball. Taking those hits, I just wasn't built for that. And after that, I ran cross country because you had to do 2 sports in my high school to be able to play one. I didn't like that either, but I think cross country really helped me with basketball.
But I can see where a lot of other sports could help with footwork and hand-eye coordination and right on down the line.
Yeah, soccer I think is number one. I watched Tony Parker, the way his movement, playing soccer. My son right now is playing soccer, Hakeem Olajuwon. I think that's the sport that coincides the best with basketball.
I would agree. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Hard to maintain your discipline, but obviously this was the game plan coming in, and they're carrying it out.
Here's Lee outside, knocks down the 3 ball.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Moutier. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. From the stripe, and it comes off the front of the rim. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And the shot goes in from Thornwell.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Really left alone that time. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Here's Harrell. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Moutier. That 3 off the mark.
The defense was practically begging him to take that 3, and he fell for it.
Here's Rivers. Hits the 3-point bomb. Rivers has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The feed to Lee. Beasley the screen. Back to Moutier. Beasley sets a screen for Moutier. He's defended by Harrell. 4 on the clock. Lee gets the bucket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Drops in the layup for 2. Rivers has got 5 points so far.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Count it. Good. Hardaway has got his second basket.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Here's Rivers. It's rebounded by New York.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
He tries for 3. Moutier, no good.
Rough start to this game. Hits 1 bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
Can't connect from short range.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Got that bucket in no time at all. He has 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. New York calls timeout. Last time they met in New York.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tobias Harris comes in for Harrell. And it's Gallinari in for Thornwell. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Cantor's checked in. It's deflected and stolen by Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre is a remarkable athlete who really can get up to the hoop so quickly. When he makes up his mind, he's going straight to the hoop. Just get out of the way.
Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. Burke comes in for Emmanuel Moutier.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in his league with his overall play.
For Los Angeles, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. You think back to the start of Austin Rivers' NBA career and you see just how far he's come as a player. Has always had the physical skills and speed, but has made big leaps, I think, Steve, in his play.
You know what? You're right, Kevin. Looking back at his rookie year, he just seemed overwhelmed. But now he's on the floor, he looks in complete control. Game is slowed down for him. He has become a much more efficient player.
Rivers hits both of them. Well, you have to give a lot of credit to Austin Rivers for how he has improved since his rookie season.
And one big reason for Rivers earning his spot is his improved efficiency. Had trouble shooting from the mid-range and out early on and worked on that part of his game, which opened up everything else for his skill.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You love watching DeAndre run the floor. Not many guys are going to get in his way when he's at full speed.
Down low, it's stolen by Harris. Jordan against Cantor, and it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Rivers. Rivers has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Beasley sets a screen for Burke. They double him with Jordan. Cantor in the corner. Some nice passing by New York here. Good on the three-point shot. Thomas got his second bucket tonight.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks, exceptional at getting great position down inside.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Rivers. Thomas kicks to Burke. Here's Cantor. Here's Hardaway. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Hardaway has got 4 points this quarter. Feeds to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Now here's Beasley. He's got 10. Beasley sets a screen for Hardaway. Cantor. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists in the game. The drive by Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
New York's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Beasley sets a screen for Thomas. Here's Cantor. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Excellent D there from Beasley. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Now here's Burke. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
Hardaway dishes to Burke. They double him with Rivers. Beasley the pass to Thomas. Here's Burke. From outside, off the mark.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 30.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
The Knicks shooting in the second quarter right around 48%, and stolen by Harris. And again, it's DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 32 points in the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Knicks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Shooting 1.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Wallace. And Teodosic subbed in for Austin Rivers. .137 left in the first half of basketball. Burke kicks to O'Quinn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cantor. And he overshot that one, missing. LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. It's good. 6 points for Gallinari.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. There's a screen. Thomas kicks to Cantor. Gallinari attacking. A second chance effort, and Harris puts it in. Harris has got 18 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Harris on the double team. Passes it to Cantor, and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Troy Williams checked in for New York. Ntilikina comes in for Trey Burke. Here's Jordan. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. 34 points for DeAndre Jordan.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Thomas. Some solid defense from Harris. The Clipper shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Dishes it to Thomas. Down low. Here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Ntilikina. Oh, he hits it! How about that shot? Incredible!
Nice!
OMG, that's how you silence a crowd.
And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for the LA Clippers. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A nice show being put on tonight by DeAndre Jordan. He ended up with 36 points, 5 rebounds, and also 3 steals. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Enes Kanter is out there with Beasley. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Lee in at the 3 slot. The Knicks shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Beasley with it. Picked up by Harris. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 11 points for Austin Rivers.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big three in Boston, put them together, bam, we won. We had Miami, Golden State, but there are teams that still poke through. Dallas did it, and that's what we're trying to do. Kevin?
And with Doc in control, the Clippers, DA, they'll always be in contention for a title. Thanks so much for that terrific report. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Moutier with the ball. Outside Hardaway. Beasley the screen. Cantor with the screen on Rivers. Back to Hardaway. His three-pointers off the mark. The Clippers shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a one-way player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Here's Moutier. He has 6. Lee dishes to Beasley. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Beasley's got 12 points in the game.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple shots. You are in rhythm.
New York shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Beasley with the screen on Rivers. Moutier with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. He's got 14.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
The shot's good from Jordan.
He's been unstoppable here late, trying to shut the door and turn the lights out.
They double him with Jordan. Lee outside to the middle. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Lee. And that's now 18 points for Enes Kanter.
Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Moutier inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And we take a look here at the shot chart for the Clippers.
Well, they say the mid-range game is a dying art form, but after looking at this shot chart, they are injecting a ton of life into it. Whatever space is being offered up to them in the mid-range, they have accepted and have continually knocked down shots to make the defense pay.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Beasley hits them both. The Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Harris somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Harris has got 20 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Poked away. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Here's Lee. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's Moutier. Good on the triple. Moutier's got his third bucket of the night.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Beasting on defense. First, he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Knicks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Beasley. Marjanovic checked in for Jordan. That one is no good. Cantor's shot is off. Clippers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
Now, Moutier. 9 points in the game so far. Screen by Lee. Here's Cantor. Rejected by Harris.
You don't see a lot of block shots from Harris, so enjoy that one.
Thornwell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Hardaway passes to Beasley. Clock at 6. The dish to Moutier. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. The Clippers have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Here's Thornwell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Thornwell's got 6.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Beasley the screen. Moutier kicks to Lee. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And taken away by Wallace. Harris inside, guarded by Hardaway, and counted, and a chance for one more at the free throw line. That's going to send Tobias Harris to the line. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up. The Clippers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
One shot.
That's good from Harris.
Crazy for Tobias Harris after signing a massive $64 million contract in 2015. He was traded just a few months later. Doesn't happen like that very often.
Here's Wallace. Moutier with the rebound. Moutier's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Floats one. Rejected by Harris. And they're on the break. Here's Marjanovic. It's good. Marjanovic has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
That's how they've got to this point in the game. Lots of activity, fantastic focus.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Burke, he's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
check out the story on Trey Burke. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 16th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end, and it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. Now here's Harrell. 6 points for him, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to go on Trey Burke. And the first one at the line is good. Teodosic is checked in for Wallace. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And they're moving it up. Jumps up. Here's Harrell. The shot, no good. So New York will take it the other way. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Beasley, and it's Ntilikina in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Clipper shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. New York shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Over to the wing. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
And here are the Knicks now after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's O'Quinn. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Lee against Williams. Here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now here's Lee. He's got 9. Burke kicks to Lee. Some nice passing by New York here. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Burke can't get it to go. Here now the Clippers. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Montrezl Harrell on top.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
No good on that And this is the first season where we have ads on jerseys in the NBA with the teams. Gut reaction, Steve, now that you've seen the ads on the jerseys, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I don't like it because I know it's going to start to add up. Well, we're not going to even be able to see the player's name and the logos. It's just going to be ads everywhere. I understand it, but I don't like it.
You know, I can see it for practice jerseys. I can see it maybe when you're selling it retail to the fans. But, I mean, isn't there enough advertising already? I mean, that's one of the great things about keep it as pure as possible. I get the European deal, but there's so much money here, it would seem like this is just an add-on that doesn't need to be added on.
Kevin, I'm totally in agreement with you. I think practice jerseys, like you said, selling the jerseys maybe, but I think also maybe at the All-Star game, you can fill those guys up for that one game. But I would love to keep it pure, getting a chance to just see those uniforms the way they are.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here is Los Angeles now. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And 11 points for Montrezl Harrell.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
There's the pass to O'Quinn. Here's Ntilikina. Off target from three-point range.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Thomas. After the basket by Montrezl Harrell. There's Williams with the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Yep, that one goes.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
New York shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. He kicks to Burke, lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Inside, here's Marjanovic, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Pass to Burke. Here's Ntilikina. It's stolen by Johnson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Here's Burke after the Clippers pick up 2. Thomas, a screen on Williams. Pick by O'Quinn. To the middle. The kick out to Williams. 4 on the shot clock. The three-pointer, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
3 on 3. Burke with it. Williams picks him up. Lets a floater go. Thomas gets a wide-open look, and the Knicks miss again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Johnson. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And for the Knicks, they're shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Takes the 3. Pass to Thomas. Here's Ntilikina. No good on the 3. 1:03 left in the third quarter. And it's Harrell missing. Williams against Johnson. Kicks it to Burke. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Harrell. for the finish, and Harrell slams it in.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Marjanovic. Another shot. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Thomas. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams dishes to Burke. Pass to Ntilikina. Picked by O'Quinn. To the paint. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Wesley Johnson picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
For New York, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. That one misses. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Poor timing on that play causes the turnover.
Here's Teodosic. He knocks it down right at the buzzer!
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as they come.
A thrilling way to finish this one.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And so it's New York with it. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Evans out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Decker. Then it's Johnson. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Johnson over to help. Now the feed to Cantor. Out to the right wing. Picked by O'Quinn. Clock at 6. Trying his luck deep, but they'll get another chance. Cantor kicks to Thomas, and the 3 ball is good.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Jordan laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jordan's got 44.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And O'Quinn kicks to Cantor. Some nice passing by New York here. Moutier with the ball. He's against Evans. Moutier, no good. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Now here's Moutier. Out left to the wing. O'Quinn, the pass to Moutier. He feeds it to Cantor. Shoots over Decker. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 20. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. A shot by Johnson, no good. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Feeds it to Moutier. poked loose. And Smitty, this year the NBA choosing to start the season a bit earlier to cut down on the back-to-back games during the year. Do you think the NBA should spread the schedule out even more? Are you happy the way they have at least gone about this season?
I think the NBA, Adam Silver and those guys have done a fantastic job. I love how they give the guys basically a week after All-Star game. They're starting a little bit early to cut down the back-to-backs. Either way, if you can find ways to help the recovery time is great. But I think right now the league and the games and the scheduling, they're in good hands right now.
Here's Johnson. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter. Knicks shooting the ball at 42%. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been... Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And so here is New York. Here's O'Quinn. He dishes it to Moutier. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Here's Decker. It's rebounded by New York. O'Quinn's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Moutier with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Cantor. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Thornwell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Knicks making a switch here. New York's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. The 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now, here's Thomas after Sam Decker's miss. And Thomas, here we go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And with the new TV deals, we've seen players' salaries and caps certainly skyrocketing. What does that do in affecting relationships among the players, between the players, within a team?
I think, Kevin, when guys are happy, obviously with their salaries, they play better. But I think also it can affect sometimes, let's talk about it team-wise. You have a guy that's not playing at the level that you thought he would be playing. Because of the numbers, it's going to be harder and harder to move some of those guys. Then you have a guy that's playing better than a guy that's making a lot of money. He's going to expect, and some of these teams are not going to be able to play, so you're going to see a lot of movement. And back in our day, Kevin, my day, you didn't see that much movement. Because of these skyrocketing salaries, I think now it's going to be more and more movement.
And Steve, with the new deal signed between players and the league, it'll be, I think, easier for teams that have drafted and developed a player now to keep that player and not lose them to more money to another team.
You're totally right. I think guys getting drafted and they can play, they will definitely be there for years and years because they can make the most money with their teams respectively.
Johnson kicks to Decker. Dives for it. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
As his man just misses with the pass. Not sure what happened on that play.
The Knicks shooting around 41% on the night. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
There's a good screen. They double him with Jordan. Stolen by Evans. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And then slammed in by Jordan.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
New York's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Poked away and stolen by Jordan. All alone, and Jordan slams it in.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. And so here is New York, picked by O'Quinn. Shot from 12, and that one comes up a bit short. Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And slam dunk by Jordan.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Jack against Evans. Johnson with the block. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
That's what's extending this lead. The right plays, right time, and good finishing.
And here are the Clippers. It's been 8 unanswered points for them.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
And here are the Knicks now, after the Clippers pick up 2. Outside for Thomas. Shot from 12. The Clippers grab the miss.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. And Smitty, with your perspective from your years in the league, as you watch the game now, what are some of the things you most enjoy watching or paying attention to when you watch an NBA game?
I think different. You know, back in my day, it was more of the 1, 2, the third option guys on the team. They got the basketball the majority of the time. I love the way now guys move the basketball around. It gets to the 5th option, and those guys are a threat. And also, those guys knock down more big shots now. Not just the superstars. So just watching the game evolve to more of a team game, it's a joy to watch, Kevin.
Is there better coaching now, do you think, overall, Steve, than when you played? And that's not an indictment of the coaches that you had, but is there more of it now? Is there better coaching or bigger staffs for sure?
I think it was better coaching back in my day, but I think the philosophies have changed right now. I think they have better philosophies on how to approach the game, but I think overall it was better coaching in my day.
That's a very good answer. And Harrell slams it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. The Knicks shooting 40% from the field. To the right side. There's the pick. Here's O'Quinn. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
Here's Ntilikina. Some nice passing by New York here. And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play, because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there and it's obvious play, that could cut the time, you know, because right now sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important thing. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. And so sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now here's Williams. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Ntilikina.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the demands of NBA basketball, no secret. The league has taken measures, Steve, to allow players more time for rest, which is good, and more time for recovery, which is better. Less back-to-backs. Do you think more can be done and should be done in those areas?
You know, I know the league is looking at it. The less back-to-backs is fantastic, and I think they're looking at the travel and the recovery. So as more and more they can limit back-to-backs, I think that helps guys recover. I think guys get a chance to be ready to go, because playing a back-to-back is extremely hard. And I think guys on their own are doing a lot to be able to take care of their bodies in the off-season. So I think both the players and league are doing a fantastic job.
They set the pick. Passes it to O'Quinn. Shot clock at 5. Over Harrell. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got 6 points in the quarter.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball.
Here's Harrell. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Great change of direction. He sold the defense that he was taking the look and instead found his teammate for an even better one.
We've got 1:55 left in the game. Dishes to O'Quinn. The pass to Williams. Here's the screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Wesley Johnson picks one up.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
No good from Jordan.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. The Clippers shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. The offensive rebound. No good with the layup. The Knicks shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeAndre Jordan.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Here's Williams. The Clippers getting the bucket. Williams a screen. Pass to Ntilikina. And the Clippers making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're ahead. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Now, Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth, and it's Harrell missing. In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true, pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
And the Knicks miss again. Here's Marjanovic, swiped away. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, where did you try to make the most impact tonight?
Just trying to limit those guys to one shot. They have a really big team, so keeping them off the board. But, you know, setting screens and rolling, putting pressure on those guys. Our guys are shooting the basketball, so it really opened it up for easy looks.
That is how you can impact the game without touching the ball, DeAndre. Thank you. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.